Radio Havana, Cuba. Havana, Cuba.
Quédense unos minutos con nosotros.
Glassed up a pretty decent bull a bit ago. I'm slowly making my way up to see if I can get in position for him to come out this evening. I'd like to really get some footage of him before tomorrow, before the opener. I think we know what bull it is, so not too much of a surprise how he'll be, but we'd like to at least have some quality footage before we make a move. Got a couple other areas tomorrow that we might be going to, so we need to narrow it down, and today's the last day. Head down behind some rocks right now. This wind's coming through pretty wild. Makes it kind of tough to look through the glass, and this time of year this wind's cold, coming out of the north, coming northwest wind. Got only about probably another 2.5 hours or so until that bull and those other bulls come out, so just have to hunker down. This wind ain't running us off the mountain yet. I don't know if you can see barely through the trees there. Finally glassed up a bull. He hasn't come out yet. I don't know if it's the one from earlier. It looks like there's a couple of them there. I imagine he's one of them. Fingers crossed. See if we can get some eyes on this sucker. And it's still early enough that we could probably get some good footage and be able to make a call on him. That way we don't necessarily have to burn a morning tomorrow trying to turn him up and see if he's what we're looking for or not. Alright, we've found all 3 bulls. Those younger bulls that were with the bigger bull this morning. He is yet to come out. Hopefully he does before it gets too dark. Be good to see him. The bull ended up coming out about another 30 to 45 minutes later. He had a great look about him with some awesome beams with a unique twist to them. Ultimately, however, we felt that we could potentially get on a bigger bull if we waited, so we decided to switch areas for the opener. We did, however, make sure to keep him in our back pocket, just in case everything else didn't turn out. What do we got going on here, Rod?
We've lost the key to the Ranger and would like to go hunting. Okay.
They say when you lose a key, you find at least a 360 bull usually.
That's what I'm thinking.
When you're chasing bulls, you will MacGyver anything.
Alright, we're going to have to insulate this bare one here a little bit because it's going to be hot all the time while we're going. But we can do that. And then when we got to start it, we got to click that on.
So the starter is the white and red.
White and red makes you go. Stop, we turn that one off. We're going to have to kind of make that kind of like safe, or not safe, but usable.
OSHA approved.
Like accessible, right?
Accessible.
We got to be able to. All right, if you see a bull close, we got to turn it off because it's loud. The opener ended up being a little slow. We glassed back up a few bulls that we were already familiar with and didn't see that next caliber of bull just yet. Like always, we saw a few bucks that we wish had been around on previous hunts and happened to run into a good herd of antelope. It was the day before Thanksgiving, so we knew we would be gone for a day and made sure to start planning for the return trip. Well, we're headed out for a day. Got Thanksgiving tomorrow. Got to make sure to get home for at least that, and then we'll be back hunting again on Friday and Saturday. It's been a heck of a time. It's alright, we've got a couple days left. After Thanksgiving we'll head back out, and ultimately if all else fails, we know where a couple bulls are at, then we should be able to punch the tag on, but we'll keep pushing for the best that we can find. We've blasted or else you can burn an entire day. The morning after Thanksgiving, we were right back at it. Stephen had kept tabs on a good bull, and we were finally able to catch up with him. He was in a good spot and had the look we were after. The season was a little challenging due to the high temps and little movement, so finally being able to get eyes on this bull definitely was a relief. Found the bull that we were after last night, put it into bed. We're going back in this morning. Hopefully it all comes together. He's in some pretty thick mahogany, but we think that if we can glass him back up, we can definitely come up with a plan on how to get in on him. That morning when we finally got eyes back on the bull, he had already pushed back up to the top of the range and was with a group of bulls that we hadn't seen before. He still was the one that we were after, so we decided that we had better make a plan quick. One of the challenges that we were facing was being able to get high enough to be on his level and still be within shooting range. Nothing like high country elk. After finally getting in position, it took some time, but we were finally able to glass up one of the bulls that he was with. With that, we knew it was only a matter of time before they would be back up and feeding again. We had a hard ceiling on where they needed to come out to be within range. When it was all said and done, the bull fed out right where we needed him to, and the rest is history. Watch with us as Rod seals the deal on a Great Nevada bull. Oh, yes! Woo! Yes!
Well, that was luck, huh?
I don't know about luck, that was square in the front shoulder, that first one.
Thank you.
That was square in the front.
Well, now the work comes, huh?
Now the work's gonna.
Oh man.
Yeah, see guys, I gotta go.
Yeah, Wade's got his dad's farewell in the morning in about 9 hours or 12 hours.
I don't even know what time it is either.
Let's text him.
Yeah. I'm wondering how the hell we're gonna get off of here to get over there.
I'm not getting down here.
We might have to circle up around the top.
What a freaking shot.
Just smoked him.
Yeah, I shot that elk with Wade.
Well, we saw this bull last night, right?
Yeah, we saw him last night.
Just around the hill here, and glassed him back up again this morning. Wade took us on a death march.
Yeah.
On the baton death march up the middle here.
We're only halfway done.
And we sat on them, got up here, got next to them, and they fed out.
How
Right?
long did we wait?
We got up here about
11:30.
11:30,
Yeah,
and it's probably
3:45.
3:45 right now.
Holy cow, it's gonna get dark quick, isn't it?
So, all right.
All right. Sorry to do that to you guys.
Oh, jeez. Not easy. Quick gear dump, right, before we get up in there.
What's that?
So we'll do a quick gear dump.
Yeah, I think we'll be alright. I think you'll see all this.
Yeah. Come back and have a coyote cuddled up.
Scared him all right.
Just another couple miles. Is Taylor shoving on your back?
You don't like it when I do that.
It's not too steep. I mean,
Straight up.
just straight up.
Locked in there.
He is piled up, isn't he?
Lost some hair there.
Yeah, he did. That's a cool bull. It's hunts like this that keep us coming back for more. There's nothing better than a good hunt and good friends. After a long pack out, we finally made it back to the Ranger, and the 2017 season came to a close. We wanted to make sure and thank Ron for letting us help out on this great hunt. And shout out to Wade Olvard on one heck of a march up the mountain. Way to call the spot. And lastly, to everyone watching, best of luck this year and tear it up.